that is going to be our resistance, okay, and with this area as our support. So I'll be looking for price back into the 950 or $1,000 as good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. Well, just don't forget to share the video, right? What we're going to be doing today as well, not a lot of stocks I have on my chart today in terms of my analysis, but we're going to be focusing on the market and seeing, just to see where the market is going to go. All right, and I have about, say, 9 or 10 stocks that we just need to talk about and see where they are headed, and I think they pretty much gonna do okay, but you have to pick them up when is the right time, right? Looking at levels, looking at where you have your stop loss is very important in this market, because the market has been pushing to the upside for quite a while, right? So now let's get into different sectors. Let's see what we're doing here. Looking at 1 week's performance. Remember, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. So now looking at the S&P, looking at where and places, the sector in general, technology did bad last week, okay, and as you can see, they did very bad, followed by healthcare, okay. Some part of healthcare did bad, and of all, we have utilities and basic materials. They actually did okay, including medical devices, okay. So now on the consumer cyclical side, Amazon have a 1.61% drop, and of course Tesla, auto manufacturer, is about 13.47% to the downside, which is pretty much the largest in that particular sector, okay. So next week we're going to be looking at what we call the US economic calendar, and what are we expecting on Monday. On Monday, we pretty much have nothing scheduled, but this week is going to be really interesting, because why? We have the core CPI and also what? Core PPI. So to add, we also have the import price index, which is our IPI. So this week is going to tell where we are headed in terms of the market, right? So Tuesday, core CPI, followed by monthly US federal budget. So we're going to see what's going on there. Wednesday, nothing is scheduled, but on Thursday, that's when that core PPI is going to come in here over here, with also retail sales as well, minus autos. Also, we're going to be talking about Empire State Manufacturing Survey is going to be coming out, as well as capacity utilization, okay. So if you're looking at it, we have previous at what, 78.5%, and we have 78.4% on our forecast. So that is what we have in terms of economic calendar. Now on SPY, okay, looking at SPY, what are we expecting? We now know that the RSI is at 62%, okay, 62%, right there in the middle of the channel, okay. So we have this up channel right now, and guess what's going on? We've been really holding the 20 exponential moving average area as a form of support. So what I'm expecting the market to do, if momentum really push the market to the downside based on our core PPI or core CPI, we're going to be looking at price back into the $500 zone again, because guess what? Even SPY is trading just like a penny stock, right? So now money will be moving out and in of this particular S&P 500. So keep an eye out, and overall 520 is the next target on SPY if all is good with the inflation report. Also, index report as well. So we're looking at what, 500 as at the low side, and also with immediate support at 505, and then 520 as resistance. First stock here is gonna be Rivian, RIVN. Okay, Rivian is another name that has been surfacing for quite a while now. And what we're expecting Rivian to do is to fill this gap right here. Okay, we tried, made it halfway, but just couldn't sustain that movement. Right now, our support is going to be where the 20 exponential moving average. If we can hold that, if price can hold that level, then we can get to $14 easily, and then 15, and so on and so forth, to break this downtrend. Overall, I've seen the cars from Rivian or Rivian, and they are really beautiful cars. I like them as well, so long as they can continue to manufacture and then, you know, have production, pretty much have high production, and then that can knock Tesla off their feet, right? So the next stock is gonna be SMCI. Okay, this is super microcomputer. I talked about it last time that I was expecting some pullback, right? And that pullback never came, and we just gapped up right into the $1,200 zone. So that is going to be our support on our resistance right here. Okay, the $1,200 spot, that is going to be our resistance. Okay, and with this area as our support, so I'll be looking for price back into the $950 or $1,000 as our support in the coming days on that name. SOUN as well. This is also a small name. This is Sound Hood or Hund or whatever that is, and we're gonna be looking at 62% as RSI and price back to $5 as a support if it comes. But for now, we are extended to the upside. However, this can also be, the RSI can keep pushing up and the price can still moving to the upside. Next one is going to be contract upon contract over contract, and this is Palantir. Long term wise, this is good, but look for price back to support area for your position size. So but for now, you see where the resistance really is right now on this name, and with our support lies at this trend right here. So keep an eye out for that $24 and 24.23 as our support on Palantir. NVDA, okay, NVDA is another name that currently been trading like a penny stock, right? So for NVIDIA right now, we're looking at this trend right there, okay, with 850 as our support. This 850 is our support for now on NVIDIA. If it comes, then you're going to see how this area could possibly be defended by institution and also traders out there. So 850, that is the spot. Okay, I did pick some up in terms of puts around the 950, but on a pullback below that area, I sold my position in terms of option. Okay, it was a really good call to pick it up at that 970-ish area, and guess what? That really didn't materialize because I sold too early. But it's never too early to take your profit as well. Okay, on things like this, you want to really take profit when you have them. So right now, NVIDIA closed at 875, so I'll be expecting more at support right around the 850 if that comes. If for any reason 850 does not hold and the support fail, then look for what, 810 or even 800 as our next support on this name. Okay, there I will be even looking to load up the boat right there for long-term forward split on NVIDIA. So that's really possible as well. The last split on NVIDIA was before price got to $1,000, right? So keep an eye out on this name. It will be really good. ROK. Okay, MROK support right now is at the 122 area. That is our support because we've actually pulled back into the spot couple of times now. So this area is holding as a support for now, which coincide with this level right here. So I'll be looking for that. If for any reason price decide to shake the weak hands, we're going to be looking for 50 exponential moving average as our next support. Look for this downtrend break. Okay, next is gonna be CWH. CWH, keep an eye out, looking at the $28, but for now we're looking, for me, I'll be looking at the 29 as a form of resistance once this immediate area break, but for now support is 26.50 on that. ABBV, this is ABBV. ABBV right now is being on a tear. It's been pushing to the upside and never looking back. So we're looking at this trend as support, which also coincide with about that 20 exponential moving average area. And for now, I think this trend, if this trend breaks, which is this, which actually broke, and now we're looking at price at 175, 176 as resistance, as support. So support right there is around 175, 176 on ABBV. So keep an eye out as things continue to develop. And another stock here again is gonna be JD. JD, guys, this one is another name, and it's been trading crazy. It's been trading up down. So like you can see on the chart, and we're looking at 24 as our support for now. After that gap up to the upside, creating this gap right here. So look for support right there, which coincide with this trend. Okay, and then if we can break this resistance, we'll continue to push to the upside, even to $30 zone. Also looking at the small cap Russell 2000, we're expecting Russell to pull back to 205 for support. If it doesn't hold that support and it's too weak, guess what, we're actually gonna pull back to the 202 $200 spot for momentum push to the upside again, as the big boys will continue to load up the boat on this. Guys, the remaining chart, I'm gonna post them up on my stock tweet, on also on Twitter. Okay, and as we wait the a continuous movement in the market, either to the upside or to the downside. But for now, all eyes are going to be on NVDA, and all eyes are going to be on SMCI. Okay, SMCI, look at that. That was that area right there and took my profit. Anyways, SMCI also is another name guys will be looking at, a Wall Street bet will be looking at, and everybody pretty much gonna be looking at this for another action, another play in the market. Thank you guys. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, and the rest of the week enjoy that. Peace and love, guys. Bye bye.